Welcome back to Minecraft 102. We are in the process of setting up an enchanting room. That consists of two main components, an enchanting table surrounded by bookshelves. There's a certain formation we want to put them in. The first thing we have to do is simply get the materials that we need. We're going to need one enchanting table, and we're going to need 18 bookshelves. That's a pretty tall order early on in Minecraft, so it's crucial that we have two things to set that up, as covered in previous videos. A good, thriving bamboo farm, or as it's called in the game, sugarcane farm, for the production of paper. And the other essential item for crafting books is leather, which we get from cattle. So we need a good, thriving cattle farm, which we have. I have been harvesting for some time, getting the things we need, but I've saved the last few components for the end just to show you how to craft those. That is the bookshelves. And of course, the other part of bookshelves that we need is lumber. It's wood. So having lots of trees and saplings growing is a good thing. I've been harvesting those as well. So, let's see, where did I put these things? I think I put them in here. Here we go. Here's our enchantment table. There's 14 bookshelves, which, like I said, I've been working on this for a little while. Not too long. This probably took me, with the proper setup, it probably took me about 30 minutes of harvesting and working. And there we go. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this. What I want to do to make some bookshelves is I need the framing here of the wood. Then I'm just going to go across like this. Oh, there we go. And that will create 2 bookshelves. We only need 2 more bookshelves. See how that works? So how do we create books? I want to share that with you as well, even though I did share it in a previous video. First, we have to start with some sugar cane. We have to make paper. Just go 3 across to do that. Let's go ahead and overdo it a little bit. I'm not worried about making the other thing that sugarcane makes, which is sugar. I'll do that later. This is my main goal. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and make some books. I'm going to actually just make as many books as I can, because we're going to need more than just the books for the bookshelves. Getting closer, and voila, 18 bookshelves. Okay, the rest of this I can just stash wherever. I keep this sugarcane with my agricultural product. For now I'm keeping books with wood products since they make shelves, but that's going to change once I get my enchanting set up. I'll just keep leather there with books. So, we have our 2 essential ingredients, which are an enchantment table and 18 bookshelves. There's one more ingredient we are going to need to complete this enchanting setup. It's not anything that gets built. It's actually the material component that goes into enchanting, along with the XP. I saved a little bit of it down here somewhere to show you. Here it is. That blue ore looks almost like diamond, but it's a darker blue. That's lapis lazuli ore. It can be mined up just fine with stone. So I'm going to mine that up. See all that good stuff? The lapis lazuli, in addition to being a cool building material if you form it into blocks, and acting as the material for making blue dye, the primary function right now for me for lapis lazuli is to enchant. I'll get into that. I'll get into that in just a moment. Get this iron ore while we're here too. Good stuff. Okay. I was hoping to finish off that stone pick, but no big deal. It will be finished off soon enough. So I'm headed back upstairs. We have everything we need to start enchanting, and as you can see, I'm lucky. I had mentioned earlier that we wanted to get to level 30. In an earlier tutorial, well, look at that. We are at enchanting level 30. So we're actually set up to do our first big enchantment. We might actually cover that too. Now, which way do I want to go? If you recall, not too far in that direction, there's an ocean monument. And I'm going to clear that out and get the goodies out of it in a later tutorial. So I'm not really interested in building too far that way. Why don't we see what we have right here? There's a cave underneath. I've been working to light that cave up. That's why you'll hear the sounds of monsters occasionally, especially those loud zombies. Zombies, though, are an indicator that a creeper could also spawn there. Creepers don't really make all that much noise, if any, until it's too late. But a zombie is a good indicator that a creeper could be nearby, because they spawn under basically the same conditions. Okay. When I make a doorway, I like to make it thick, just in case I'd like to add redstone lighting or something fancy that requires some space, or a good iron door or something like that. None of which is necessary, but it's cool. And I like cool. Cool is fun. Well, look at that. I've been trying to light this up. You have to be careful. Even though I'm out of danger, seemingly, a skeleton could walk up, shoot me, and end up knocking me into that cave, and then a creeper could blast me. That might sound paranoid and ridiculous, but it happens. Remember from a previous video, cobblestone means cave opening. I would like to make this 5 wide. I think that'll do for now. I may expand it later, but for now we're just going for simplicity so I can show you how to build one of these. Let's go for something like 5 by 5. Yeah, you get to watch me dig it all out. Getting a little iron ore too while I'm at it. Iron and coal begin to generate at very shallow levels, not very deep. But you won't find any diamond ore up here. You won't find any lapis lazuli ore. Not really. Not much if you do. You won't find gold. So while you can just dig down 12 blocks or so and start mining for iron and coal, which is fine if that's what you're looking for. Level 11, that low level where my mine is located, is the best place, because you can get everything there, including coal and iron. So that's why I just mine down there. But sometimes when I'm just building a room or something, I get lucky. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that works. I'm just kind of doing this as I go. I didn't pre-plan any of this. I want you to see my mistakes, my errors, everything. What I like to do, and this is a good idea if you're new to the game, you know, and you're my audience for this tutorial. What you want to do is you want to imagine each of these dirt blocks is a bookshelf. And I'm placing these in the placement of bookshelves so I can just see the physical orientation of the shroom before I actually put the bookshelves down. Why am I doing that? The reason I'm doing that is because without Silk Touch, if you try to reharvest a bookshelf, like if you mess up and put a bookshelf in the wrong placement, that bookshelf will not come back to you as a bookshelf. It'll come back as 3 books. In which case you have to reuse the wood to recreate bookshelves. So you waste some wood. Not a big deal, but, you know, why not prevent it? The orientation we want for this is we want a row of 3 here to the right. Of course, a row of 3 in the middle. Notice that it's 1 out from the side. And a row of 3 here. I don't like having that empty space there. I can expand this room later. Where did I put that? Cooked some smooth stone. By the way, if you're curious while we're on the topic, until you get silk touch, the way to get smooth stone is you take your cobblestone and you cook it in a furnace. This will make 16 pieces of smooth stone. I like to replace it as I go. Later on I'll have a ton of it because I'll get silk touch. Right now, coal and all that good stuff's limited, so yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. That's gonna get covered up, but I'm still a bit detailed oriented. It's a nice way to put it. So I know that this is going to work, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what it'll look like. See that? Those will all be bookshelves. Let's go ahead and get that iron ore out of there. Okay. While we're thinking about it, make it look like a nice room. No, hopefully it is a nice room. I'm going to use that little space there to light it up a little more. And now, let's see. Oh, I have it in my inventory already. Let's go ahead and place our enchanting table right in the center. There's the center of those bookshelves. That'll be the center of those. That'll be the center of those. Right there. I'll just right click to place it just like anything else. Kind of spiffy looking though. The previous tutorial covers how we gather the materials to build that table and how to put it together. Alright, here we go. This will complete our enchanting setup once we place these bookshelves. Again, I want to place them right. I don't want to mess up, so I'm just replacing the dirt. I've been building these for years. I didn't need to put the dirt, I'll be honest with you, but I'm doing this so you can see a good beginner's method. I don't want you to mess up. Of course, anybody can misclick. Maybe I should mess up on purpose to show you what to do in the case of such an event. You just need to rebuild your bookshelves. You know how to do that by this point. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Alright, there it is. Notice these little runes coming off of the bookshelves, right? Going into the book. The reason we need these bookshelves is because bookshelves empower the enchanting table. So you can make more powerful enchantments.